Sind wir wieder bei Wannabe Palpatine Simulator 2000, wann das Spiel hier ausgekommen war. Den Zeitalter. Alles hier Wannabe Palpatines. Okay, wo war ich dran? Was muss ich machen? Genau. So, zurück auf die Spur. Da muss noch bedroht. Karawane, Info, Hintergrundfrage, Prediger. Ah ja. Und da? Psychologie. Ah ja, da war ich ja hier auf Dingese. Genau, auf Zeitungsbefragung. Ja, kann ich ja gleichzeitig machen, wenn ich ja hier eine Tour mache hier über das Gebiet. Ah, das sind die Mutis hier.
Hey there.
What do you want, human?
I heard some mutants escaped from a prisoner camp. You hear anything about that?
Hasn't everyone?
Not in Ophir, where the news never went public, no. It was only a rumor there. What do you know?
I know if Ophir's men hear of it, it will cause trouble for us. For those among us who are still slaves there.
It could also give your brothers back there some hope again.
And to show them that we are able to rebel and escape? Yes, hope. So I will tell you, for my people, life in camp was hard, to say it lightly. Hard labor during the days, brutality during the nights. The prisoners would take out their frustration of being locked up out on them. The guards and prisoners alike battered them with their frustrations. Then, one day, one of ours struck a guard who was trying to stop him from going to the aid of a brother. After he fled, the guards then stated that if he did not come out, they would execute 10 random mutants. That was the moment the rebellion began. A prisoner from Aurora helped my brothers. With tools, they incited riot. Blood flowed. Many died. Some escaped. But at the start, few thought to flee. At the beginning, they wanted only better lives where they were. It became obvious, though, the repression that would come would be worse than ever. That the only chance for life was somewhere else. Scum, the mutant who struck the guard, led them to freedom. They escaped without even being chased. The story came directly from Scum. A great speaker. A great hero.
Thanks for the information.
So, da haben wir schon mal regelrecht starke Infos bekommen. Das wird man in die Zeitung, wird das eine richtig starke Schlagseite geben. Glaube ich mal. Hallo! Ich muss hier was fragen. Glaube ich. Jawohl, weiß ich.
We're
Infos.
looking for information about a caravan that recently came back from Ophir.
Ah, yes. Yes. The merchants who aren't, you mean? Yes, I know the caravan's chief. And, yeah, the one who came back kinda looks like him, but sure as hell doesn't act like him. This might sound crazy, but seems to me all those merchants were replaced with... I don't know, but they're not from here. And instead of selling their goods, they're busy asking around about the guards and stock and that sort of thing.
Can you point them out to me?
I could, but I won't. I don't want any involvement. I don't want to be replaced. I'll just tell ya, they've been regular clients since they came back.
Fair enough. I'll just keep an eye on your clients for a while. Thank you.
Okay. Ich habe was, glaubst du? Also, der hier, okay, also der konnte was sein, die Frau, also. Ich habe mal von so einer Ersatzgeschichte gehört. Das waren eine Frau für die Sins des Institut. Vielleicht sind das ja alle Sins, wer weiß. Vielleicht ist das Institut jetzt selbst schon in Über-Franchise gegriffen und hat hier die Leute ersetzt. Und die Waren sind tot oder verschwunden. Oder sind selbst so Professoren geworden, wer weiß. Und das Institut, das hat noch, macht schon Dinge, davon würden wir nur träumen. Franchise-Übergriffe und alles noch was. Jo, Prediger. Ich hab Frage.
Repent! We won't have access to the Blue Paradise so long as we are not all absolved of our sins. You came here to wash your soul?
I had something else in mind.
ASC Präsenz.
I came here to ask for some information regarding your parishioners. Did you notice any strange behavior among some of them?
My parishioner's life is none of your business. You're not one of them, and yet you take the liberty of judging them based on your corrupt beliefs. You are not a believer. You are just one of those pragmatic cynicals, a bad seed.
Listen, preacher, we might have significant differences, but I'm sure that you only want the best of your flock. And I heard that a man from Abundance has tampered with some of them in order to conquer this city. I guess that he spoke badly about me because he knows that I'm against this invasion. I've seen too many people suffer from the war. And in addition to that, Abundance does not tolerate public temples, which would put an end to your lectures.
Stop pretending that you care for others. I can see right through you. I know who you work for and to whom you sold your soul. You deserve to burn in your master's hell until the end of time.
And if I gave you this nice amount for your good works?
They were right then. Your soul dried up in the sun. You left the benevolent shadow. You dare to see me fall for this? Keep your serum of treason. I will never touch it. I care more about my salvation.
Mm-hmm. Right. Then who are they? Abundance agents, aren't they? How many of you heard their little lecture?
Go away, sun creature. Its beams have burnt your heart, but you won't get me.
Can never be too careful with religious types, so I'll have to keep an eye on these folks. They can spread ideas like wildfire.
Okay, also da das Ding ist und der hat mich beleidigt. Für den will ich nie mehr arbeiten. Ich mache einfach weg mit ihm. Hier muss ich einmal klettern. Einmal hoch mit mir. Hopp, hopp. So. Da habe ich was, da oben könnte ich dann eben dann Dolo mal nach schöne Informationen für die Zeitung hier vermitteln. So. Dolo, ich habe Fragen.
Zachariah, what can I do for you?
Not much news in Ophir about Aurora defeating Abundance. You heard anything?
Word is that Green Hope's defeat brought an end to the fighting. Aurora apparently took control of the hydroponics center using militia alongside Technomancers to support their army. And at first, Wisdom showed himself a worthy military strategist, using the militia in battle. Such people, properly motivated, can be surprisingly effective. You'd have to bear witness to the poorer classes of Aurora to fully grasp how badly they were mistreated, to fully grasp how much the mere promise of a place in the council would motivate them to fight, to fully grasp how it helped to deliver quite a blow to Abundance. And while Aurora adopted new strategies, Abundance remained predictable. They had almost no Technomancers, since it's becoming harder to find them in Ophir with each passing day. An interesting development, yes? And one that wiped out their army.
Yeah, thanks for the info.
Well, dann wissen wir auch darüber. Abundance ist einfach Müll. So, dann werden wir wieder nach Ophir gehen, durch die scheiß Tunnel, durch die scheiß Kakerlaken und all. Dann bringen wir nochmal Info über die Zeitung rüber. Erstmal hier fragen, nach Speon. Ah, guter Kerl, du bist sicher jemand, der mir was Infos geben kann.
Welcome.
Hey, did you by any chance see a caravan come back from Ophir lately? Would have had some members who might have looked different than they did when they left.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. And they're no regular merchants, that's for sure. They've been trying to blend in, imitate our accent, oaths, all that. But not that well. They try damn hard, though. What happened to the real merchants? No, forget it. I don't even want to know. Scares the hell out of me. Rather not know.
Fair enough. Thanks. So we know the spies are embedded in certain groups, but to find out who the spies are among them, we're gonna need to keep a constant eye on all of them. Can't do it on my own, though. Gonna need all my brothers and sisters to take turns, so we can stay discreet.
Genau. Technomancer! Wir brauchen euch, uns zu unterstützen. Auf das, was wir hier vorhaben.
Greetings, Zachariah.
Toll.
I'm gonna need everyone's help. ASC's infiltrated Noctis, and as you already know, that's not a good thing.
We just got away from them. Why can't they just leave us alone? What? What do you want us to do about it? Most of us are terrified of them. They're immune to our powers.
I understand your frustration and your fear. I wasn't there, and don't even want to imagine what they put you through. But we don't back down from fear. We're military. We fight. And I will be damned if we will back down from a few fucking ASC spies with lightning rods.
Zachariah, I'm sorry, but that's just not a strong enough argument to outweigh the fears of falling back into their hands and going through what we went through again. Protecting our secret is priority one. Our oath's at stake.
It's a mission I'm giving you as your great master. You have no idea how important it is. Just the mere presence of the ASC puts our secret at risk, and our order along with it.
Very well, great master. We acquiesce to your wisdom. What would you have us do?
From what I can tell, the spies have weaseled their way into 3 groups, but we can't move until we know which members are from the ASC. Moles disguise themselves as mercenaries, religious zealots, and even merchants.
Then I'll dispatch some eyes to keep tabs on those groups.
Thank you.
You know how lucky we are that your Technomancer friends are going to help us? It's terrifying to know how many groups were infiltrated. The damage they could do could bring Noctis to its knees. You really think Victor's gunning for control of the city?
Ja, ich bin davon überzeugt.
He just thinks it's an obstacle he can eliminate with the sweep of a hand.
Then he's misjudged the size of the obstacle. We're a lot stronger here than he could possibly imagine.
Dürfen hoffen, wa? Dürfen nur hoffen.
Aisha.
Hi, Zach.
Ist in Ordnung? Okay, gehen. Sagen, gehen wir schnell nach, fest mal schnell die Zeitung noch schnell, dessen Geschichte vermitteln. Sodass die zumindest da was für den Widerstand machen können. So, erstmal zu Strom. Diesmal vermeiden wir die ölige Tunnel. Untergrund. Mal einer von der Platte mal gut. So. Oh, hoppa. Reicht halt auf die Fresse heben. Wenn ich knacke?
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level.
Und hinunter. Da ist unser Händler.
Fortunately, this is beyond my skill
Kann ich
level.
mitreden? Ich hab keine Lust. Ich hab keine Lust. Ich will nur hier raus. Und da sind doch die Slums. Ich freue mich. Ich guck, welcher Eingang habe ich gerade genommen? Da in den einen tiefen Wachposten oder? Jawohl. Das ist gut. So. So. Was kann ich von dir mit? Ja, nee, die haben, glaube ich, nicht so viel Schönes mehr. Dafür sind wir, glaube ich, ein bisschen zu stark geworden. Also, nix. Du hast ein Schimpfgewehr, das ich machen möchte. Oh Mann, wo lebt er? Kann ich dein Gewehr benehmen? Von der... Nee, nix. Ah, nur leichte Uni. Einmal durchballern nach Curiosities. Und hoppa. So, hallo, ich hab Nachrichten.
Hi. Hello there, Mr. Mancer. Good to see you. So, what did you learn?
Das hier.
I was able to get some answers for you.
Great. I knew you would. Go on, what did you find?
Keep names out of this. We clear?
Of course. Our sources are always protected. Go on.
According to my source, the Army's reducing its troops by 50%, and the official reasons are the rising rates of desertion, the number of Technomancer arrests, and the shrinking size of the standing force during peacetime. But she says this doesn't explain everything, as many good officers and soldiers are being let go without reason, and replaced by members of the ASC. In fact, the fear is if the ASC attempted a coup today, the Army couldn't stand in the way, because there are too many ASC entrenched in its ranks.
That's terrifying. And it's news that'll hit the hearts of people in this city. All the people with soldiers and their families, soldiers who fought hard, now being fired only to make room for spies. What else did you find out?
I talked to an expert on corporation politics who had first-hand knowledge about Aurora and us.
And how do you say Abundance lost?
Aurora's troops were led by a general named Wisdom, who used Technomancers, and apparently they've got a lot more than we do, especially recently.
So Abundance arrests and detains you and your brothers, our greatest weapons, and fall because of it. Guess that's karma.
But what's more, they rallied the common people, recruited local and national militias who were feverishly motivated by the promise of gaining a voice on Aurora's council. Aurora became the first corporation to empower its people to fight. So while Aurora brought everyone together for the war, strengthening their numbers, Abundance fought weakened, bleeding their ranks, arresting its own Technomancers. Our army, well-trained and well-equipped as it is, didn't stand a chance. We lacked the Technomancers to lead the charge and the motivation of Aurora's militias to persevere.
That's incredible. By giving power to the people, Aurora all but assured its victory. The power of unification is real. And the self-sabotaging nature of our government ruled by paranoia and fear cost us the war.
I also talked to a mutant who heard about the camp breakout and the mutant who led it.
Fantastic. And?
The mutants in that camp were living in hell, day in and day out. They'd finally just had enough. So one day, a guard was beating on a mutant too tired to work. As much as the others pleaded, the guard wouldn't stop. So another mutant stepped in and hit him back. The guards threatened to kill 10 mutants in retaliation. And that lit the fuse. With the help of a prisoner from Aurora, the mutants got their hands on some tools, and the riot started. They weren't trying to escape. They just wanted the abuse to stop. But the way the guards reacted made the mutants fear that it would only get worse. So they got out, led by a mutant named Scum. It's now a bit of a legend among them.
And where'd they go?
I can't tell you that.
Fair enough. You need to protect your sources, right? Another story that people need to hear. It's what happens when you mistreat beasts long enough. Eventually, they'll turn on you. Thanks for all the information. Once I write the articles and get them out there for people to read, I think the people are gonna have a wake-up call about how different the truth is from the propaganda their government's feeding them.
Hope it makes a difference.
You and me both. The real change has to start with the truth. Hold on. I've got one more thing to ask of you, if I could.
Okay.
One more thing to really make sure we can ignite some change.
And what's that?
We put our news on the city walls. The man who's been doing it for us lives in the exchange. Getting there, though, has honestly gotten too dangerous for us.
So you want me to be your delivery man?
A deliverer of truth to those who have been starved of it, yes. If you would do that for us.
Yeah, I can do it for you. I'll see you later.